In this video, I will show you how to propagate your own moss. It's a simple method, and if you follow a few steps, in a couple of months you will be able to harvest a crop of moss just like this one, perfect for your fish tank. I have a nice farm here to propagate all kinds of moss and even carpeting plants. Here are the materials that we need, and I will show you all the steps you need to take to grow such a nice moss by yourself. First of all, you need a seedling tray. This one is 12 by 15 inches, 38 by 24 centimeters. Comes with a clear lid that has this amazing air controlling system, so you can adjust the humidity level and the ventilation. Inside this, you also need a mesh. This is a plastic mesh. You just lay it down there, and water will stay under the mesh level, so the moss won't stay in direct water. If you don't have a tray like this, you can use this cheap food tray or any kind of container with a see-through plastic foil. I've already posted before these food containers. This one is full of moss. Or I have another one just by the window. I open the lid and spray some water. We obviously need some kind of fertilizers. I use Masterline, but you can use anything you like, even hydroponic ones. I usually add 10 milliliters in the small spray bottle, and in the bigger one about 30 milliliters. You need some moss to start with, like this one, a scissor to cut it, a tweezer to situate it on your tray. This is just a small demo of what I would call the old school moss preparation way. By using the speed superpower, everything feels much easier. But you can also use a chopping board and a sharp knife to really chop off the moss, or even a blender. But I disliked that method because the moss will suffer and will cause some issues, mold forming or even meltings. This one is whipping moss, but this method works well with many types of mosses, like Java, Christmas, Flame. I tried out all of them. The more you chop it, the more it will grow. You want your cuttings to be about 1 centimeter or even less. Here you go. Just lay it on your tray as loosely as possible. I will show you what to do if you have big clumps. I use the knife and the cutting board, but this is not a cooking class, it's still aquaristics. If you have big clumps, like I said, then all you need to do is spread it. You just take these big clumps and spread it around. This should be enough. Now spray some water on top of it. You really need a lot of water so it won't dry out, and have plenty of fertilizers. You can use raw water or any kind of water. I personally use tap water. It must be visible covered in water, but the water level shouldn't reach the net. As you can see, the water barely touches the mesh. If you add too much, you need to remove it. Just like so, and you drain it away, but for now it's perfect. For this farm I made the do-it-yourself racking system with cheap LED lights. They run 8 hours a day, but I could definitely go for 12 as well to speed up the things. And soon I will take away those stones and add 2 more trays there. And now the early results. You can see this amazing moss growth. Some flame moss. But if you don't have any additional light source, you can just keep your moss by the windows or near your fish tank. This way there is no additional cost with the lighting system. This is what I would call a super healthy moss. It looks amazing. Right now it sticks to the mesh. You can just plug this into your tank and that's it. As you notice, there is not much water here, just enough. But I would spray daily like this. Keep it nice and moist. This is flame moss, one of my favorite types of moss. You can easily detach the moss from the tray, but I won't do that now because I'm not ready to use it. And here is my reward. After 60 days, the growth is even better. We have a thick layer of Christmas moss, a huge quantity considering how few we planted. Here is how it looks if I take away the mesh from the tray. I'll just put it back. Clean and algae free, no snail, no pests, no algae. So that's a big advantage of propagating moss like this. To see what I will do with all this moss, subscribe to my channel. Maybe you are wondering if this method can apply to other types of plants. I have another video for you with carpeting plants propagation. That one, it's a bit different method. Click it fast before it disappears from the screen. But if you want to stick to the moss, go ahead and put this to good use. Propagate your own one.